How do we even begin today's segment? Today's segment is going to begin like this. I want to work in an agency. I know it sounds crazy, and I know it's funny to hear because I've been like haranguing VTuber agencies for a while. But then I had this thought. I was thinking in my head. I was like, oh wait, the music is like way too loud, right? I was thinking in my head. I was like, oh, it's like the only job where you can go bother your coworker, and it's a fun time, right? You ever go bother like your programmer coworker, right? They stare daggers at you, and they're like, "Okay, I want you to like die." And it's like, "Wait a minute! Oh, come on, man! I'm just here to say hello." They don't want to say hello. They don't want to talk to you. I've had less interaction I think during most of my jobs, I speak maybe 500 words max. Because in meetings, I just say as much as I can in the most concise way that I can, and otherwise, you just never talk to your coworkers. So, but if in a VTuber agency, I can go and lurk someone's channel, right? So imagine POV, you and me in a VTuber agency, okay? And I can just go lurk on your channel, and that's technically allowed. I'm actually view botting you. You know what I mean? So I'm going in and view botting you. Like, look, right now you don't even know this. I have Narf on the second screen. She has no clue. You have no clue. No one knows. Whoever is currently live, I just watched them on the second screen. Look, Red is currently playing Diablo. What the fuck is knocking? What the fuck is knocking? Why am I allowed to like knock on people? What's this? Oh, that's what it's called. Right, yeah, that's the thing that people always did to me. So yeah, welcome to today's stream. And I realized that being alone sucks, and being in an agency maybe does have a benefit because would be kind of fun. But the reason why I was on this topic is because I've got a couple things to update you all on. One, I didn't finish the Halloween stuff. Sorry. My wife and I were busy since Monday. I know that's a euphemism for sex, and it's not like we didn't have sex, but the key is that we were also busy besides the sex. So it's like a double whammy of like we had sex and we were busy. So there was no time. So basically, all that stuff is gonna get done by Saturday. I'm gonna say Saturday. This includes a little like fun little costume that I'm going to wear. Not a new model because I haven't gotten. I don't even know what I want to do for the new model yet. I haven't made a design for it yet. As well, it's a new background music and like a locale basically. Okay, calm down, Mr. Orchestra. Jesus Christ, it's like a wuxia orchestra. What the fuck is this? God, it reminds me a lot of what's that one movie? The Jackie Chan movie where he sings the song. I think it's literally called The Myth, and because the song is called The Myth too. I'm pretty sure the movie is just called The Myth. That particular violin like sequence always reminds me of it. But another thing that might happen is that my wife and I got an interesting offer from this is not for feet pics or anything, but my wife and I got an interesting offer from a family client or a personal client who was like, "Hey, you want to take over like the business?" And I was like, "Well, why the hell would we want to take over?" And they were like, "Well, you see, I have somebody that's already in it that I don't trust." And I'm like, "Okay, well, that's you should probably trust them." And they're like, "No, you understand? They're emotional." And I was like, "All right, like that's already red flags, right?" But I've also known them for like a very long time, so we're gonna try it out for 2 days a week until we give up. I don't think we're gonna like it because it's one of those industries where it's like you have to be there for 26 hours a day. I'm not even exaggerating, like 26 hours a day. Like you have to find time to make time. But as a trial period, because my wife wanted to like, try it, I'm gonna be there as well because she wanted me there as well. So we'll see how it goes. And if not, it'll just be a part-time thing for my wife, and I won't even bother with it because I was like, dude, I got too much going on, right? Like I got some real important stuff, and then I showed them my stream where I have two active viewers, and they're like, you could do anything else and make more. And I'm like, yeah, it's so true though. But you know what? It's not about the money now. Well, it's still about the money, but it's also about the level of enjoyment. I'm lucky that I have the choice to choose, so I'm taking the time to choose well. It's an interesting opportunity, but I'll let you guys know if it impacts the stream any further, but I don't think it will. My wife is very adamant. She literally told me, honey, whatever you do, don't work until halfway next year. And I was like, why? And she was like, just try it. Just give it a shot. Just see how it goes. So we're going to see how it goes. I also want to go on a tirade about bagged milk. I just want to let you know the Canadians have failed us. So for Halloween, right, you get a couple of like staples about Halloween. And with Christmas too. The problem is that Halloween traditions are kind of not very well known. Like they're not very good in the first place, right? For the most part, the tradition is just scary, spooky things, costumes, and candy, which is cool and all. Oh, and like pumpkin stuff, right? Which is cool and all, but it's like I don't want to eat pumpkin stuff. I like pumpkin spice to some degree, And then everything else is just kind of like extra. Jesus Christ. Okay. The problem with all the pumpkin stuff, hello, chat. The problem with all the pumpkin stuff is that it also comes with chocolate. Now, I love chocolate. Not mixed with pumpkin, though. So this year I decided to get my own stash of hot chocolate. And my wife, she she texted me because she saw in the Amazon shopping list. She's like, honey, why did you buy 5 different containers of hot chocolate mix? So I got like 5 different containers of hot chocolate mix because I was like, which one of these tastes better, right? And I was like, okay, let's just try all of them. I'm currently favorable towards the Starbucks hot coffee mix, hot chocolate mix. Pretty good. They have a dark chocolate flavor. Nestle Carnation, which I didn't know was Nestle. Okay, Aquaman, calm down. I didn't know that it was Nestle. Okay, I had no clue. It was fine print. I didn't know. It's smaller than the word carnation, and Amazon loads 320p images. Okay, you like the Galaxy hot chocolate? What is that? The Galaxy hot chocolate. The Galaxy hot chocolate. You know if they have that in above the wall. Is that what you call us? Is that what you call the Canadians? Above the wall? What did we do to you? Sure. We left the British Empire. Sure, we rioted for rights for our French people. But is it so wrong to have rights for French people? What's wrong with the British? Oh, all of a sudden we ask for rights for French people in Canada, and all of a sudden it's our problem, and now we don't, and now we get called above the wall. No, you're just making a Game of Thrones reference. Oh, that show is so bad that I wiped it from my memory. It was so awful that the entire thing got wiped from my brain. My corpus, it just knocked it out of existence. Anyway, so yeah, I got these 3. Well, actually, it's only 3 hot chocolates. There was 2 other drinks, but it was hot chocolate. But basically, trying them out, it's good. Making them, a bit of a pain. We have bagged milk, okay? So again, Halloween, there's not many traditions, but the ones that are there, I enjoy. Because it's mainly just sugar. And I don't know why it's always just sugar. I guess it's like trick or treat, have some sweets, smell my feet, right? That's terrifying. And it tastes great. I love chocolate. The problem is that in Canada, we have bagged milk. So hot chocolate by itself with water, that's kind of like ass. You don't really just want water. You want milk with it. Because the milk adds a certain flavor to it, right? It rounds it off. It's like math. It's like, imagine you have a price tag on like a piece of food that's $4.97. And in your head, I'm like, well, we don't have pennies anymore in Canada, so I guess I have to pull out a $5. Because you round it up in your head, because round numbers make sense. That's why we got rid of the penny, and also because the copper was costing more than the penny itself. And then, that's how we do it, okay? That's why we have rounding. The problem is that in Canada, it's bagged. So, I don't know who makes bagged milk. I don't know who made it in the first place. I don't know why they did it to us. But I want you to know it's the worst experience. I'm going to tell you the experience, the Canadian struggle, okay? This is the Great Canadian Struggle, all right? You had the Great Depression. This is the Great Canadian Special, or struggle, sorry. Well, I guess same thing. You have a bag of milk, and yes, it's a plastic bag of milk. So it's even worse for the environment, because usually you get it in paper cartons, okay? This is my first rant about it. It's made and designed for more shipping throughput. It is literally a corporate cuckoldry of the entire Canadian citizenry, designed to maximize profits over pouring quality. Because you're first pour, because you gotta cut the bag in the corner where there's air. You gotta cut the corner off. Your first pour, it's gonna be fucked. No matter what you do. It doesn't matter what shape you make the spout, because the milk is always gonna run down the bag onto your floor, onto your hands, onto your table. You instantly lose 5% of the milk in the bag to just spillage on your first pour. Insane. And we as Canadians, we accept this. We accept this wholeheartedly. We don't even care if it happens. We're just like, all right, this is just life. The Canadian fabric is ruined. We have no backbone in Canada. Anyways, so that's fine, okay? That's fine. So you pour it out, whatever. Spilled a little, spilled a lot. 5% is a lot of a whole bag, but it's fine. It's all over the place, okay? Then, where do you store the bag? Boxes, right? The milk cartons, they hold their shape. You can put a milk carton on a table, and it still is a milk carton, right? You know what Bruce Lee said about water? Be like water, my friend. Do you know why he said that? You know why he said that? Because water, like liquids, like any liquid, is formless. It's shapeless. So when you put the bag of milk down, when you put the bag of milk down on the table, all the water rises up and pushes up through the bag because the bag doesn't hold a shape and eventually just spills out. So what do? You have to buy specialized milk containers that are sold by the milk companies to hold the milk bags. It's a scam. It's a scam. You can also hold your shape. Well, you're better than the bags of milk. It's a scam. So you're gonna buy these containers to hold the milk bag that's shaped like a bag, and it still doesn't help with the spillage. Like there's no spout. You still spill anyways. So what I've seen people do is they pour the milk out of the container, so you lose the freshness, and then it gets that like weird like ring of like old crusty milk that you have to pour. Sometimes you get like a chunk of like old crusty milk in your hot chocolate. Or you just suffer. Or you suffer as a Canadian and you use a paperclip. I have never seen a usable system with bagged milk ever. You think you have both bags and boxes. You think your mom puts the bags in these big metal mugs. Yeah, but then you get this like weird milk crust. And I don't understand. Why does bagged milk exist? It doesn't make any sense. Logistically, it doesn't make sense until you realize about profit. Chad, I want you to know. Both of our countries, don't say where you're from. Both of our countries, don't dox yourself here. Both of our countries have sold us out. It is the great, whatever your country is, and Canadian cuckoldry. Yum, milk crust. I love milk with pulp. So yeah, that was my rant about bagged milk. I really hate bagged milk, actually. It ruins my everyday. It ruins my hot chocolate moment. But I got hot chocolate. Now, I also have 2 potions. Not even kidding you. So the reason why it's taking a while to set things up, because I needed a second camera to do this, but I didn't know. I was going to set up like a diorama, like a little like small spot where I can build like any sort of look. I have potions that my wife and I found at Dollarama that actually look like the health potion and the mana potion from Diablo 2. I was going to fill it with fluorescent fluid, but I didn't get it didn't ship in time, and because I don't know where you go. There's no store in Toronto. I guess like a film store, like I guess, but there's no other store where you can get like a fluorescent fluid. So we can see how it goes. But I'm hoping that it comes in time because it's gonna be really fun. It is much more annoying than bottles or boxes. Thank you. Yeah, even bottles make more sense, right? Like a bottle, like a glass bottle, you can just drink that shit raw. You know what I mean? Like it tastes good. But no, you have to get the bag. Canadians. Here's my Canadian joke of the day. Canadians, when they hear an American say, "Let's get that bag, buddy," and then they go get their bag of milk, and the other guy walks in with $500 cash, and you're like, "Okay, listen, I got the wrong thing, man." Imagine Coca-Cola in bags. No. Okay, I actually fuck with Coca-Cola in bags. Okay, listen. Of all things, I fuck. You can't deny the versatility of a plastic bag if it's within a drinkable form, right? Nobody is selling you a 2-liter of Coca-Cola in a plastic shopping bag. No, in Thailand or like anywhere else, do you know what they do? They use a tiny little like grab bag, plastic bag. They stick a straw in it and they fill it with whatever drink. They go Thai milk tea or Coca-Cola. They're not doing you like a whole 2-liter bottle in that thing, but if they do, it'd be a fun time, right? But I fuck with the bag because it looks cool. Like, at least the bag, right? If you're tired of it, you can just open the bag and just like spill it. Like it's like it's handles, so you can just like open it. But also, it's more skillful. Canadian bags are the worst type of bag because it's not skillful and you can't modify the airflow because you have to cut one hole only. You get 2 holes, the whole structure falls apart. So what you have to do is you need to like just get the perfect cut. That's not skillful. There's no skill in handling it. You're not actually better. Like your fingers aren't any better for handling the Canadian milk bag. But a Thai person, they could do, you know, Hanjutsu from Naruto. They could do that after having to handle all their Thai milk bags, right? Or like the Thai milk tea bags or the Coca-Cola bags, right? I get it, and it's easy to throw away. You know what sucks about the cans? You got to crush them, but you can't crush them fully into a flat surface. And if you step on it in public, people think that you're weird. And the floor is usually nasty. So it's like, But a bag, you just once you're done, you just lick the inside, open it up, lick the inside. You can't do that. You can't lick the inside of a can of Coke. All right, let's think about this. Every time you finish a can of Coke, I want you to look inside. At the bottom, there's a small amount of Coca-Cola still left at the bottom. That is the Coca-Cola company cucking you out of your hard-earned money. Okay, you paid $1.50 to $2, maybe even $3. I've seen $4 for a can of Coke before. To be left behind with 1% of your money on the floor? Excuse me, what's 1% of a dollar? That's a penny. Imagine leaving 5 cents on the floor. You wouldn't do that. Maybe a penny, but 5 cents? You wouldn't leave 5 cents on the floor. So, the bag is superior because then when you're done drinking, you can suck the straw clean, get the insides, all that. And because it's a paper straw, you can even eat it. It's like flavored with Coca-Cola, right? It's all mushy and stuff. Then you can throw the top away. Then the bag, you can open it up and just lick the inside to get maximal value. That is the bagged Coca-Cola way. So listen, I fuck with the small little tote bags of like Coca-Cola and Thai milk tea. I don't fuck with because the Canadians have the 2 liter of like milk. Okay, the Canadians have a 2 liter of milk inside the bags, and it's not working. It just doesn't work. Okay, you can't have 2 liters of milk inside. You can't crush the can with the hands weak. I'm not saying the flatness. If you try to crush a can with your hands, the flatness, you're gonna get cuts in your hands. You buy your milk by the barrel. Your milkman is like rolling a barrel down your doorstep, down to your doorstep. And like, you again, you make my life awful. Everyone else buys bottles and you buy a barrel. What's wrong with you? And then he's like, sign here, please. Okay, thank you, bye. Keg stand. What is this? That sounds like a concept for a SpongeBob episode. So you know how in SpongeBob there was that one episode where he was trying to be like a manly man. So they went to a bar in the movie trying to find King Neptune's crown. Same concept. So they're trying to find his crown. They go to a bar, but instead of keg standing like a whole keg of beer, you keg stand like a keg of milk. And it's like, is that baller? Is that manly? I still think it is. But is it beer? I don't know. But you know what? That would work in the SpongeBob episode. You don't understand. Cuts is a symbol of your masculinity. What if I don't want to be masculine? What if I don't want to be masculine, okay? Egg IRL. But like, that's the problem, right? Even if I'm masculine, I don't want cuts on my hands, right? I am traditionally outwardly masculine because I enjoy the look of being masculine. I enjoy the feel of being masculine. But I don't want cuts on my hands. They hurt. I'm a pussy. Well, no, I'm worse than a pussy because I can't take a beating. Well, I did your mom last night. Sorry. Also, whoever said it was such a cultural phenomenon referring to Game of Thrones that just fell off so hard you've never seen anything like it. I do agree, and I can't believe it. Cuts are daddy. You gotta have cuts in your hands if you're a real man. You know what's crazy? People show me their like bodies, right? Okay, that's a weird phrase. People show me their like bodies, and then they show me scars and stuff, and like, yo, I'm so manly, and I'm like, dude, why didn't you just wear gloves? You know what I mean? It's like, what happens to all the like gloves? Why didn't you wear gloves? And the problem is that they don't want to wear gloves. They want to have cuts on their hands because they feel like that's like a cool thing. It's like people, do you know this? Do you want to know a statistic that's going to scare you? Okay? If your partner is a mechanic and they don't wear gloves when they work on cars, and you're their like partner, you have a 50% or something higher chance of genitalia cancer. So either vaginal cancer or penis cancer or ball cancer or maybe butthole cancer. I don't know. Like any body part, you have a higher chance of getting cancer if they don't wear gloves from working on the car. Do you want cancer? I don't want cancer. That's why I wear gloves whenever I play with my wife. You think you're gonna leave again now? No, come back. Sorry. Wait, please come back. Sorry. You read Fogtown and then you clicked. Good choice. Today's Silent Hill Day. Amazonian woman covered in cuts and scars. Okay, that is kind of hot. People show me their bodies. Do you own a black leather couch? No, I don't own a black leather couch. I don't. It was a mistake saying that phrase. It was a mistake, okay? I'm just saying. People like to show off their scars, right? But yeah. Hey, man, can you put the silence into silent? Okay, that's a +2 joke. Wow, you're really into... You got a lot of bangers. So what is Galaxy Instant Hot Chocolate? Chat, this thing costs $37. Why would I buy this? You drink $37 hot chocolate? It's 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 two it's 1 kilogram of hot chocolate for $37. I don't know if that's too much, man. What? You drink this on a daily? What do you? Do you eat like caviar? And do you have gold flakes sprinkled into your hot chocolate? What is this? This is too expensive. You want $37 hot chocolate? I do too, but like I want someone else to pay for it. You are that bitch. You have to be normal and professional at work, so you've been holding off on the bangers. It's so true. Honestly, so true. When I leave work, it's like, all right, team, let's get that bread. Okay, see you guys. You guys, remember, you're the bee's knees. And then when I'm home, I'm like, come, shit, come. Bagged milk, come. Hot chocolate, fuck, $37, come. What's wrong with us? But yeah, we're going to be doing some cool things today. Okay? Some very cool things. Today is a Silent Hill day. So you guys have all come at the right time. This is a Spooktober special for the entire month. It's basically horror games for the entire month. And some horror adjacent games to some degree. But I don't know how far it'll go. Because I want to give you the whole list. You only see the dog spinning. Well, she's stuck in my crystal ball. She was actually supposed to be a part of the Halloween new design. But I didn't get it done in time. So again, I need until Saturday. So the end design is she's gonna be in like a crystal ball, and you can see her spinning. I was gonna make a thing where you can ask her questions, but I didn't get it finished in time. But when I do, you'll get a random answer back. But I don't know how to do the answers. I wanted to train it to like bark, like an AI to like bark, but I wasn't sure. Us, hey, listen, buddy, you and I, we're both the same. We're both human. We both live on this green earth. Anyways, I want you to know we're playing 32 games across all of Halloween. Well, 31 games, and we're reading a book. We're reading H.P. Lovecraft's The Shadow over Innsmouth because A, it's a part of the book club in my Discord server. B, I promised you that many months ago and I didn't do it, so now I'm going to do it because it's Halloween. Everyone, please save your applause for later. Dog, will I ever get rid of Nagi again? Hopefully. Oh. We have a bourgeoisie, right? Somebody's bougie around here. You thought it was a Pedro? You thought it was a reference to the Pedro thing. Yes. So it was, but I never saw the Pedro thing. So my wife sent it to me. So my wife sent me this like video. And I was like, what is this music? So I cut the music out. And then she was like, honey, that's the Pedro beam. And then I was like, what's a Pedro beam? Like who is Pedro? And then I saw Pedro, and I'm like, it's kind of cool, actually. Am I going to eat a rat? In one of the games, maybe. We have a book club in a Discord server. I do, conceptually, but it hasn't really fully activated yet. It's going to activate at the end of this month when I read this book, because it's the final book for us to all to read. And everyone's been waiting for me to read this book to them, instead of getting the book themselves and reading it with their own eyes, because everybody here is incapable of reading books on their own and needs somebody to read to them like a bedtime story as if they're children. That's why the book club it's been taking months to finish, because you're all children around here. All of you. Good luck getting there. Good luck getting there. You can read. Well, you're the only one, and we need you. So join the Discord. But yeah, we have 31 games that we're going to be playing throughout the entire month. A lot of these are maybe like 1 to 4 hours. So I expect this only to take maybe like 2/3 of the entire month. But that's why sometimes we'll have things that are horror adjacent that we slip in. Some of these, though, are very long. Like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I don't know how fast we can go through with that. But I know it's at least 5 to 6 days. What Discord? The Discord. There's also a bunch of other like longer games like Darkwood and stuff, so we're gonna play a lot of things. But today is a very specific game day. That was done an intentional dramatic pause. I need to drink water. Today is a very specific game day. We're doing Silent Hill 1, okay? Now, for the sake of Spooktober, I want to go through all the classics, all the games out there. I wanted to see what was out there. I also wanted to set the mood with a fun little song. Because it's really hard to find Halloween songs. I'm going to tell you right now. When we start the game, I'll tell you more about what my concept is for this year's Spooktober compared to last year's. Last year was a lot more lackadaisical. This year, I wanted to go a bit more wild. But I wanted to tell you something about Halloween songs. There are no Halloween songs. Nobody makes Halloween songs. And it's just but think about this, right? My Halloween songs are club songs because when I was younger, my sister used to always take me to her then boyfriend, now husband's, like, family party stuff. And we dress up as zombies. Everyone would be dancing like it's in a club and just hanging out and like, drinking alcohol. When my friends had Halloween parties, well, we would just be hanging out as if it was like a party, having some banger music and like eating candy, having pizza, and then drinking beer like that. So for some reason, Halloween to me has always been more of like a weird adult affair. But it's like I remember going trick or treating and having fun and like like hanging out and like seeing spooky stuff and seeing people on the streets like vomiting because they drank too much beer. So what happened to all the Halloween songs? Well, apparently there are none. Besides Thriller and Monster Mash, there's no actually like spooky song. Every single song that purports itself to be spooky just has like spooky undertones with the melody, and then the lyrics are like, "I'm gonna kiss you under the stars," and it's like, okay, listen, buddy, I don't care about kissing under the stars. I want to be scared shitless. The Ghostbusters theme, okay, you got me there. I forgot about the Ghostbusters theme. That is a banger theme. But the song, it says something like they're gonna bust all over you. Do you know this, chat? Like the Ghostbusters theme and the busting. Ghostbusters bust. What's it again? Ghostbusters theme lyrics. Here we go. Was it bust? Oh yeah, busted makes me feel good. Yeah. So like, let me tell you something. Busted makes me feel good. I don't know if I can play that on Twitch without running afoul of like certain rules, right? So we're going to avoid the Ghostbusters theme song because I don't want to be banned during Halloween. Maybe that's actually the best Halloween jump scare. Is I get banned during Halloween, right? Because that's actually like a nightmare. Busted makes me feel good. Do you have a question? Go ahead. Ask you a question. If it's about the maze, no one answered. If it's about how to enter and get through the maze, nobody answered. Only those who make it through are allowed to be within the inner circle, the inner sanctum of the Discord server. I have a bag of nuts. Five Nights at Freddy's, no. I do not like FNAF. FNAF does not make me happy. Not that it's a bad game, but I look at the gameplay and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. The people in your Discord can't read. Why there are so many goddamn rules? So true, King of Queens. So true. So the reason why I do that, it was... So initially, that was the reason why. The reason why... The rules... There are so many rules in the Discord server because I was trying to filter out those who could read versus those who could. The problem is that I didn't recognize that those who could read is a vastly smaller number than those who could. Chat, 25% of you haven't made it through the maze. 25% of the server hasn't made it through the maze. And of those 25%, some of them are starting to leave because they're seeing zero activity because they can only see the sub-channels. And we mainly talk in the main internal intestinal channel. What maze? The rules. The maze is the rules. Let's see if you're in. I don't think you got in yet. You also failed the maze. If you're joining now, or if you already joined and you failed the maze, and you gave Barry B. Benson the wrong answer, and so you must read the maze once more to know what the real answer is. The real answer that you must answer, Barry B. Benson, is somewhere in there to be let into the inner sanctum. Phasmo collab. I would be down for collab horror stuff, but the problem is like the horror stuff is very, very it's hard for me to like want to get into with like co-op stuff. Because Lethal Company, I'm like kind of okay with still, but Phasmophobia, I'm like kind of bored of now. Because my friends and I spammed that game for a long time before I started streaming. So we're just kind of done with it. Mood. I'm too lazy to read the rules right now. Mood. Fair. Very, very fair. But because there are no Halloween songs, I know, like, just getting off the topic of the maze. It's like a Minotaur, right? You don't want the... Chat, think about this. Why is the Minotaur in a maze? Because you don't want the Minotaur to leave, I think. Is that the reason why? Because you don't want the Minotaur to leave. So why is the maze there? It's designed to keep the monsters inside. So I've done the same. Have you guys ever seen the movie called The Maze? Same concept. The inner circle is safe. The maze is terrifying. But beyond the maze is freedom. That's what the maze is for. You whoever is inside the inner sanctum, you are free. You're free to be who you want to be. What's crazy, actually, most, I want to say like 20% of the people who made it through the maze. So like 20% of the people who are like in the maze itself don't even watch me live. Like, or they never talk inside Twitch chat, so I have no clue who they are. I think they're VOD viewers. So the VOD viewers know how to get through the maze. I'm like, how did you get through the maze? It's pretty impressive, actually. Minos, following advice from the Oracle at Delphi, had Daedalus construct a gigantic labyrinth to hold the Minotaur. That's a long string of words to say yes. It's a very long sentence to say yes, streamer. You're correct. Why can't you just let me be right for once? Huh? You have to drop a fact that simply supports my argument instead of saying yes, you're right, streamer. What happened to picking, what happened to picking people up and like lifting people up, right? Personally. The nerve of some people. Give me a cited argument. Shut the fuck up. Oh man. Anyway, so since I couldn't find a Halloween song, I'm gonna set the mood with the Halloween song. When we get into Silent Hill 1, I'll get into more about what Spooktober is, okay? This Halloween song is a bit interesting because it's kind of an older classic, which is a fun party song, mind you. A very, very fun party song. The problem is that nobody hosts Halloween parties anymore to this degree because it takes a long time to clean up, and costumes make it more annoying to like do because everyone needs time to prepare for it too, and everyone's gotten lazy. And I want you to know, in the spirit of Halloween, I will not be lazy. I will work until maybe Saturday on like the stuff, and whatever I can't get done on Saturday, I just give up. You have a recommendation of a song about a skeleton if you need one? No, I know, I know about the song, but we need an actual song, a good song. And so today I'm going to give you a song called Monster Mash by Bobby Boris Pickett. Why is this nickname? What's the point? Bobby, what is the point of your nickname being Boris when they're both 5 letters? They're both 5-letter names. What's the point of it being Boris? Your name is also Bobby. It's called I Love to Bone. Okay, I'm gonna add that to the list. I Love to Bone. by Joel Vinesauce featuring Hot Dad and Jabroni Mike. I'm scared to listen to this. Have I listened to the Belly Button song? I've never heard this. What is this? From Veggie Times? It's My Belly Button. Rhett and Link's Wonderhole. What is this? Oh, isn't this the song that you linked last time? So I couldn't do it because it was lagging my stream. But I'll listen to it at the end of today's stream. So I'll sign us off with it, okay? But in the meantime, please enjoy the Monster Mash song. As I go mute and I hit the button. It's not really working. Hot Dad did the music for Hypnospace Outlaw. Holy shit, I didn't know that was him. Because I know of him. I know his name and I know who he is. Not like oh, I know him. Not like that, but I know of him, right? I know but I don't read the credits. I don't read the credits for like games, okay? Anyways, please enjoy. I'm still not quite sure why he starts gooning at the end of that song, but let's just ignore that for a moment. Anyways, yeah, that was the Monster Mash. You don't remember the fart noises. Well, you heard farts, I heard gooning. Maybe the same thing. So hopefully that sets the mood. I will be listening to those other songs, but again, it's only 3 Halloween songs, so I don't really know what to do for the rest of the month. I actually spent a long time. I was spending the last 2 weeks trying to find more Halloween songs that fit. But there's no songs that really aim to be scary, because this themed music doesn't exist anymore because people are too afraid to play with the idea of the coven of the witches. And I don't want to go into movie OSTs because that's a copyright landmine. Not like this isn't, but easier to get away with this violation than other violations. Also, I want to let you all know, my wife and I, well, she helped me clean up my entire office because my wife really enjoys cleaning and I don't know why. I don't want her to be a trad wife, but she really enjoys being like a trad wife, which is funny to me. Because it's like the one meme that you kind of hear about, but my wife really enjoys cleaning, because it's sort of like she gets a kick out of seeing the before and the after, and it's funny because we were watching videos of this person who I don't know if you guys know her videos, but she's on TikTok, where she goes into really really nasty places, and she wipes the place spotless after for free. I'm like, yo, with the smileys sponge thing. Anyway, so she helped me clean up the office, so it's really nice now. But while we were cleaning, because I reuse my mugs, I never clean my mugs. Because I use my mug often enough that like the backwash of tomorrow will clean the mess of yesterday. The problem is that this time there was probably so much dust in it that and like and it cleaned my PC too, but I also like fixed the heating issue. So I also put like a new thermal paste in it. So I'm pretty sure there's like thermal paste and like dust and like other like bits and pieces from my computer. Like there's probably like silver flakes in my cup of my hot chocolate. But I'm already done the hot chocolate, and now my cup is clean. So does it really matter? Go clean your mug, boyo. No, it's fine. Look, it's tomorrow's drink will clean yesterday's messes. That's programmer moment. Okay, I don't. You know what's funny? Programmers dress like slobs, but they look and they live fantastically. Do you know why? I don't know. There's something about the profession that just like attracts like a certain type of person to programming. And I'm that type of person. But I'm the opposite, actually. This is not how this works, son. It is how it works. Look, I'm telling you, the hot chocolate, look, the bottom of my cup. What the fuck is that? The bottom of my cup is completely clean. Oh, that was really good hot chocolate. Anyways, let's continue on. They're furries, as they should be. This is a furry safe zone. I only jest about furries in like a very like colloquial, you know what I mean? It's like making fun of your buddies, right? Like you're all my buddies here. So that's how it works. Anyways, we're moving on to Sand Hill 1. Give me a moment to set things up. Goodbye everyone. Good night. Happy birthday. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna go eat, rest. See you all tomorrow for some more scary games. Be sure to go in your local strikes. Strike for whatever you can. I mean, just like go strike for anything, okay? We'll finish Silent Hill 1 tomorrow. I don't think it'll take much longer. We'll do a couple more horror games after as well, not Infra. Well, maybe we will, I'm not sure. But I want to get away from puzzles, because Silent Hill 1 is already full of puzzles. So we'll play some more interesting horror games tomorrow as well. Some light ones, some very, very short ones. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you enjoy the Spooktober celebrations. Remember to go strike with your fellow people. Get out there. Get that bread. Make that money. Fight the establishment. Bye, everyone.